In Linux, everything is a file. In the previous video, I talked about file system hierarchy, and there I mentioned directories. Actually, directories are also a type of file. In general, Linux has three types of files. Regular files, they're the common file type, which includes text files, images, binary files, and etc. Then we have directories, which are called folders in the Windows operating system. They just store the list of file names and the related information as well. The last file type is a special file, which includes device files. Let's start creating files. For that, we're going to use touch command. So first of all, you have to provide the command itself. It's called touch. And then you have to give your argument. So in this case, argument will be file name. Let's say that our file name will be just file. Let's create this file. And if you do ls, it is here. If you notice that I didn't give any extension for that file. So just keep in mind that Linux doesn't care about the file extensions. It just looks into the file contents and then will figure out by its own. In order to check the file type or in order to determine the file type, you can use file command itself. For example, we just created this file. I'm going to use file command and then I'm going to give the file name. So it is file. Press enter. So it says that this file is empty. So it can't determine the file type because the file itself is empty. And if you remember, we said that it will figure it out by its own, but it should look into the file contents. And after that, it can know that, okay, this is a PDF file, this is a text file, or etc. We can check another file in the etc directory. For example, let's use file command. And then under etc, we have this host file. Let's press enter. File command determined that this file, host file, is a text file. You can also check other file types under the root directory yourself. But for now, I'm going to talk about this touch command. Let's say that you want to create a lot of files. Their names will be similar. For example, file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4. There's a way that you can use touch command a lot of times. For example, touch file 1, touch file 2, touch file 3, and etc. But there is also one easy way in order to do that. You can use touch command and then you can give your file name and then you have to put two curly brackets and you have to write, for example, let's say that our files will be started from 1 to 10. So I'm going to use 1, then 2 dots and then just write 10. And if you press enter, it just created the files that starts from file 1 to file 10. If you do ls, you will see that all the files are here. In order to read the contents of the file, you can use cut command. I forgot to give the argument, the file itself, so let's stop that. For example, let's say that I would like to read the file contents of this file 9, for example. Since file 9 is empty, there is nothing to read, but we can read the host file. So under etc we have host file. Let's use that, and it just reads the contents of these host files. For creating the directories, we can use make directory command. So let's just clear the screen. We have this command called mkdir. So it means make directory. You need to write also the argument. So argument will be the folder name or directory name. Let's say that it will be folder, just folder. Press enter, and if we do ls, you see that it is here. The folder directory is here and the color is blue. So it's just differentiate files from the folders. And if you use ll command from here, you will see that for this folder in the permission section we have this D letter. So it means directory. I'm going to talk about these permissions later in the later sections, but just keep in mind that folder has always this D permission. So it means that it's not actually a permission, but it just says that, okay, this is the directory. You can also use the same curly brackets to create a lot of directories. Let's clear the screen. For example, make directory. I'm going to say that the folder name will be folder, and it will start from 1 to, let's say, 15. Press enter. If you do ls, as you see, it's just created folders starts from 1 to 15. Okay, it's here 15. Imagine that we need to create folders recursively. For example, let's say that we have folder called Eşkin, and under this folder we have another one called Eşkin 1, and then another one called Eşkin 2. So we have to create these folders. One way is you just use make directory command. You have to create the first folder Eşkin, and let's do that. Let's move the cursor to the beginning of the line. For that you can use Ctrl A. So Ctrl A just moves the cursor to the beginning of the line, and Ctrl E just moves the cursor to the end of the line. So let's press Ctrl A and then write make directory command, and let's press enter. So it says cannot create directory, no such file or directory. So it means that in order to create this folder, there should be this folder as well, and in order to create this folder Eşkin1, there should be also this Eşkin folder. So this is the parent of this directory, and this directory is a parent of this directory. To eliminate this error, you have to use one option. So it is called P option, -P. So it will just create parents if needed. Let's press enter. You see that we don't have any errors, any issues here. If we do ls, so our Eşkin directory is here. Now I'm gonna do, first of all, let's clear the screen. Now I'm gonna use 3 command and display Eşkin directory. Here it says we have 2 directories, but actually we have 3. The 3 command just counts the directories like starting from here. It doesn't count the main one. So, but actually we have 3 directories. So the directory 1, so it is Eşkin, and after that we have Eşkin1, and then inside the Eşkin1 we have Eşkin2 directory. That's all about creating files and folders. In the next video we're gonna learn how to delete, copy, and rename those files and folders.